Question number 31, we are given that t is equal to 2 pi multiplied by the square root of L divided by g. We are asked to find the value of t when pi is equal to 22 divided by 7, L is equal to 16, and g is equal to 10. This is nothing but substitution. So t will be equal to 2 multiplied by pi, which is 22 divided by 7, then multiplied by the square root of L, which is 16, divided by g, which is 10. If you simplify this, you get 2 times 22 is 44, divided by 7, multiplied by the square root of 16 divided by 10 is 1.6. 44 divided by 7 is equal to 6.28571. Then you multiply that by the square root of 1.6, and square root of 1.6 is equal to 1.26491. Then you multiply the result. This is equal to 7.95 in 2 decimal places, which is option D. Question number 32, we are asked to expand x minus 2 multiplied by x plus 6. So I will do that in 2 different ways to show you the traditional way and also the shortcut. So you take x, you distribute it over x plus 6. You also take negative 2, you distribute it over x plus 6. Then you distribute x times x will give us x squared. X times 6 is 6x. Move to the next bracket. Minus 2 times x is minus 2x. Minus 2 times 6 is minus 12. The middle terms are like terms. 6 minus 2 is 4. So this is x squared plus 4x, then minus 12, which is which option? Option E. Well, let me show you the shortcut. Remember that this resembles what? Quadratic factors. And remember, if you wish to factorize a quadratic function that is factorable, you think of two numbers that you can multiply together to get the constant, and when you add them together, you get the coefficient of the middle term. So, this is x squared. If you take this, you add it to this, negative 2 plus 6 will give us 4. So this is 4. Attach x. Then negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. As simple as that. Let us move on to question number 33. Question number 33, we are asked to simplify the whole of this expression. This is factorable. This is also factorable. So let us factorize them. To the top, we have x squared minus 8x plus 12. We're going to think of two numbers that we can multiply together to get 12. But when we add them together, we get negative 8. And the numbers are negative 6 and negative 2. So we can factorize it as x minus 6, x minus 2, because this time this is positive 12 and this plus this is negative 8. Then you divide by 3 multiplied by another quadratic function that can be factorized. Think of two numbers you can multiply to get negative 6, but when you add them together, you get positive 1, which is the coefficient of x. The numbers are minus 2 and what? 3. This time this is this, and this plus this is what? 1. So we have x minus 2, x plus 3. Remember, we have another one here, which is 9 times x plus 3. Multiply by 9 times x plus 3. I can even rationalize it as divide by 1, because dividing by 1 will not change anything. So let's cancel something. This will cancel this because they are exactly the same. This will cancel this. And you know that 3 can go into 3 exactly 1 time, and it can go into 9 exactly 3 times. So the only thing we have is this 3 and this factor. So we have this to be 3 multiplied by x minus 6, which is option D. Now let us move on to question number 34. Question 34, we're asked to find the angular difference in longitude between these two towns. Town A is on the latitude 47 degrees south and longitude 54 degrees east. And town B is on the latitude 47 degrees south, so they are on the same latitude but different longitude. The longitude here is 147, but the direction are all the same, east. So remember, if you are on the same direction, subtract. If you are on opposite direction, you add. So we take 147 degrees, we subtract 54. Remember, we are looking for the difference in longitude. This is longitude. And this will give us what? 93 degrees, which is this option. But I can show you this using diagram. Suppose this is on Earth. We have north here, we have the south here, we have the east here, and we have the west here. All right, the first town is on the latitude 47 degrees south. So along the south, we have something like this, roughly. This is 47 degrees south. And its longitude is what? 54 east. So let's assume this is 54 east, 54 degrees east. So the point of intersection is this. So this determines town A. Then the second one is on the same latitude, so that we don't have to construct another latitude, but on the longitude of 147. So longitude of 147 should be somewhere here. So you see the point of intersection is this. So this is point town B. So the equator is somewhere here at the center. So we can connect this one to this and this one. Remember that all angles are measured from the center. So let's assume we have this point here. So according to this question, it stated that from the center, because we are going to use this line to measure the angle, from the center down to town B is what? 147. But from the center also down to town A is 54. So this small angle right here, which is this, is 54. But the entire angle from the center to B is 147. But we are looking for this angle in between them. So therefore, you have to subtract angle here from the total angle for you to get the difference angle in between them. So this is why we take the larger angle and we subtract the smaller angle. Let's move on to question number 35. Question number 35. In the diagram below, O is the center of the cycle, PQR. If angle P is equal to 64 degrees, which is this one, and angle R is equal to 46 degrees, which is this one, we are asked to measure or find the measure of angle POQ from P down to O, which is the center, and also to Q. Meaning we are looking for this angle right here. So let me connect it. This is center, is also to the center. But we are looking for this angle right here at the back, which is angle POQ. So remember from cycle theorem, it stated that angle subtended to the center, this is an angle subtended to the center from this chord PQ, is twice the angle subtended to the circumference from the same chord. So this is angle subtended to the circumference, which is 46. This particular angle here is twice this one, according to cycle theorem. So therefore, this angle we are looking for is going to be twice as big as 46. And if you multiply 46 by 2, you're going to obtain 92 degrees. So that angle is 92 degrees. Now let us move on to question number 36. Question number 36, we are given two similar triangles. We have the bigger one and the smaller one. And we're asked to find the measure of the side length of L on the bigger triangle. So what you should remember is that the ratio of the side lengths of these triangles is always the same. So we can take the side length here, which is the opposite side, which is L. We divide by the adjacent side, which is 420. This must be equivalent to 18 divided by 24. And to find the value of L, we can multiply both sides by 420. So L is equal to 420 multiplied by 18 divided by 24. Just hit your calculator and find the answer. And this is equal to 315. So L is equal to 315, which is option E. Now let us move on to question number 37.